Today, we descend into one of the most chilling tales ever to surface on Reddit. It was posted 3 years ago by a user named ShadowWalker77, and it has been dissected on forums across the internet ever since. He called it the Blackout Game, and he left behind a warning that many have chosen to ignore. By the end of this story, you will understand why. It all began in his grandmother's old apartment, a place where he had spent his childhood summers. After her passing, he was tasked with sorting through a lifetime of memories. Buried inside a dusty box, he found a worn-out notebook filled with childish drawings. On one particular page were the rules for the Blackout Game. Rule 1. Wait until midnight. Rule 2. Turn off every source of light in the house, including all electronics. Rule 3. Sit before the bathroom mirror and light a single candle. Rule 4. Whisper the phrase, "I know you're here," and then blow out the candle. The most critical rule: do not move, and do not turn around, no matter what you hear or feel. The goal was simple: to survive until the first ray of sunlight. He dismissed it as a childish, scary story. On the first night, he prepared meticulously. He cut the power to the apartment and brought a candle into the bathroom. At the stroke of midnight, he whispered the words and extinguished the flame. The first few minutes passed in utter silence. Then, he heard a faint creak from the hallway, like someone creeping barefoot. Next came a soft, muffled giggle, as if from the adjacent room. He clenched his fists to keep them from shaking. Suddenly, in the mirror, he saw a flicker of movement, a shadow darting behind him. He spun around, but the room was empty. Dismissing it as his imagination, he continued. An hour later, exhausted by the tension, he fell asleep on the cold floor, only waking at dawn. The following night, he repeated the ritual. This time, it was different. Within 10 minutes, he felt a cold breath on the back of his neck. In the mirror, he watched the shower curtain sway slowly behind him, even though the window was shut. Then, a whisper cut through the silence. "You called me." The voice was childlike, yet distorted, filtered through what sounded like an old radio. He broke. He screamed, "Go away!" At that exact moment, the candle on the sink reignited by itself. In its sudden glow, he saw the reflection of a little girl standing in the doorway. When he whirled around, the room was empty. But on his shoulder, a fresh bruise was already forming, shaped like small, slender fingers. The next day, he searched the apartment from top to bottom. In an old photo album, he found a picture of his grandmother as a child. Standing beside her was a pale girl with dark, hollow eyes. On the back, in faded ink, was written, "Lena and her imaginary friend, 1947. He asked his relatives, but no one knew anything about Alina. Only a great-aunt recalled that his grandmother often spoke of a mirror girl who would come out to play when it was dark. He even spoke to an elderly neighbor who revealed a chilling piece of local history. A young girl had vanished from that very apartment 50 years prior. She was never found. Determined to uncover the truth, he decided on one final ritual. This time, he didn't turn off the lights. Instead, he set up a camera to record everything. At midnight, he spoke the forbidden words once more. The camera captured cabinet doors swinging open on their own and shadows on the wall twisting into humanoid shapes. Then the feed glitched and died. When the lights flickered back on, a message was scrawled on the hallway wall in what looked like rust or blood. Now we are together. The next morning, he was found dead in the bathroom. The coroner's report listed the cause as cardiac arrest, but the police notes mentioned strange, faint marks on his wrists, as if someone much smaller had been holding him down. His final Reddit post was deleted within an hour of going live. Only the title was saved in a cached archive. She went into the mirror, and she took me with her. If these are the kinds of tales that make you double-check the locks on your doors, then subscribe to the channel. Next week, we uncover the story of a man who found a diary in his basement, written in an unknown language. Every entry contained the precise date of a future death, ending with his own.